Welcome to the channel. Welcome to DS Trucks. Look what we got here. Beautiful 2020 F350 single rear wheel Lariat Ultimate package. This one's all blacked out. We've got the black wheels as well as the black running boards and the black emblems. Let's take this 2020 Super Duty for a quick POV drive and see how this truck drives. Alright, so we're in the 2020 F350 with 6.7 Power Stroke. And this is my buddy's truck, Power Stroke Tech Talk. Check out his channel. He's here in the truck with us.
What's up, guys?
And we're just going to do a quick POV drive, and I want to see how this truck drives. Now, it's got the 3.55 rear gear. What up, what up? It's got the 3.55 rear gear. It's got the 6.7 liter Power Stroke V8. And this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking at the 450s, but I'm not sure if I'm going to end up doing something like this. One of the things that I like about this is with all the power and all the torque, going with a 3.55 rear gear is better for a diesel because it really uses the low end torque of the engine compared to a 430 gear. So it's still up in the air, but we're going to do a little bit of driving and see how it is. All right. Blinker on. Pretty sweet, man. Smooth. Puts down the power real nice. And for now, these heavy duty trucks are getting so good now to where they drive. The luxury is just there. It drives good. Like, it's not truck like at all. Now, I had a 2015 F250 and that was a rough riding truck. My 19 250 gas, it's a little bit better, and now the 2020 to me feels like it's even a little better than ever before. So these are just getting, you know, going from a 150 to a 250, it really is nothing negative to say about going into a 250. Even driving the 450 is not bad. I mean, it's a little rougher because you got the commercial rated tires with 120 PSI, but still not bad. Nice Mustang there. Pretty sweet. I'll go left. So how's the truck been for you so far?
I love it. I've got about 2,400 miles on it, and I really have no complaints other than I really am not caring for these Michelins. When I get the video up, I'll have Sean link the channel, or link the video in the description. But I made a video talking about the tires and what I'm experiencing, what I am going to do as far as rotating them. What kind of tires are you guys running on your 2020s? You guys got Goodyears. I'm running the stock Michelins that have the 20s. You guys can see that in my release video there. But as far as fuel mileage, I feel since I've had it, the mileage is going up. I'm getting about 17.5 right now. Filling up like every 3 weeks, getting about 500-ish to a tank. So I'm not really heeing and hawing over that. Like I said, I didn't buy this truck to tow anything. It's my daily driver, so I have absolutely love it. Getting into it in the morning, love taking off. And Sean's definitely contemplating getting one. Kind of why we're using this as a guinea pig, seeing, you know, pretending it's his, how it takes off, how it's riding around town, what he would expect to see and feel driving this as if it was his own. You know, can you plow snow? Obviously you can plow snow with it, but for what he's got to do, you know, is it something that he can add to his arsenal as far as vehicles, so that he can, you know, on making an investment for his business, and then 2, you know, it would be a daily driver. So
It's just amazing how effortless everything is with this truck. You know, it's like totally effortless to drive. Wow. Definitely tell you have significantly more power compared to the 6.2. I'm almost scared to tap into power because I feel like I'd just be roasting the tires. 1,050 foot-pounds of torque. And just sitting up high on the road, it's like so much different. Hope those girls don't ride out. That would suck. It's so much different sitting up high like this, man. Because my XL, the seat doesn't even go up. And when you're plowing snow and your seat doesn't go up, you drop the blade and the blade just disappears in front of you. Which is not a big deal. You get used to it, but still, I feel like I would have a lot more control if I could just see.
Super Duty's hands down best truck on the road.
Oh, for sure. Pretty slick, man. Pretty slick.
Best truck on the road.
So what are you going to do as far as oil? Are you going to do the full synthetic or are you going to go with the minimum requirements?
I think what I'm going to do is, you know, I'm going to be obviously on it all the time. I think 10W30 is what I'm going to be running. I'm going to be changing it, you know, every 5,000 miles. I don't really think at that point with how I'm using the vehicle I need to be running full synthetic. I mean, I guess to each its own, because it's ultimately your investment, your truck. You want to take care of it as best you can, which I don't blame you, but it's you know, going to come down to how often you're changing it, how much are you paying for your oil change, if you're doing it yourself, you know, blah blah blah. There's so many variables that come into play when you start, you know, considering those kinds of options. It may not be a big deal, but when you look at the long term of owning this truck and doing, you know, X amount of oil changes that are going to cost you, you know, full synthetic, let's say you don't do it yourself, it's going to be $200 an oil change. Well, I mean, that ends up adding up. And on top of fuel filters, I personally say if you're going to be changing it every 5,000 miles, then I would be just rocking the regular 10W30.
Which is going to be a blend or?
You know, I can't confirm or deny that. It just says 10W30 diesel motor oil, and it doesn't say if it's Motorcraft. Yep. So, you know, I have an upcoming video coming to the channel about talking about the use of fuel additives, and there are a lot on the market, and I want to talk about the one that I use, am going to continue to use, the one that I always preach about, and that's the Motorcraft one. I have had good success and luck with it with my customers, with not only their 6 liters, but you know, when we had EGR coking problems, that was something that really helped with those. But I like it in my 6.7s, just for the extra lubricity, for the high pressure oil pumps, high pressure fuel pumps, and for the injectors, because now from 11 to 19 we're running about 25,000 psi of high pressure fuel. Now we kicked it up even more to this Gen 2 fuel system, and now we're running about 30,000 psi. So to understand the tolerances that are needed to achieve those pressures, you have to make sure your fuel's clean, clear, free of debris. You know, it's just really, really important. So I think a lot of people may either not know about fuel filter maintenance.
Edsel Ford Mansion right there.
Edsel Ford Mansion. Yeah. Yeah.
We should go there and take pictures.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, but that's one of the things where we kind of differ. It's full synthetic oil. I put full synthetic in everything, and if I had one of these, I would just probably go for the full synthetic oil. You know, I would probably put either Motorcraft, if I'm going to the dealership, full synthetic, that's optional, or I would put like an AMSOIL or something like that. I actually know a guy who's got a 6.0, and he's got over 300,000 miles. He drives it from Texas to Michigan all the time. He's got over 300,000 miles on a 6.0 on the original motor, the original block, and he runs AMSOIL. So I would be interested in maybe talking to him a little more and seeing what he's doing. His truck's tuned. It's making more horsepower. Now, on the flip side, I want to play devil's advocate for a little bit. There's no way that I'm keeping a truck for 300,000 miles. I don't think, as of right now. I mean, maybe it could happen, but as of right now, maybe I don't think that's going to happen. And I look at that guy, and I'm thinking, man, you need a new truck. Yeah, your engine made it for 300,000 miles and all that, but you're driving a 2005, and things are falling apart around it. Yeah, your engine's lasting. So it's a tough question. Like, is it really beneficial to run this full synthetic, you know, AMSOIL, whatever it is, for your vehicle to fall apart around your engine? But at the same time, I work these trucks pretty hard. You know, I do sell them, but when I turn around and sell them, I have the maintenance records of the full synthetic oil, which helps the resale value, because that guy might be keeping the truck for 300,000 miles. So I don't know, you know, I think I'm going to continue to run the full synthetic. I like that it resists burn off a lot more, and I like that it, you know, it protects the piston rings. At the end of the day, the piston rings, you know, that's going to be what kills the engine. Blow by, things like that's going to be what kills the engine. But yeah, I'm probably going to run the full synthetic, like you were saying, 30,000 psi now. In the 6.7 fuel pressure, so the tolerances. I'm going to do everything I can. Plus, I'll run this truck all night. You know, I'll start it up and run it all night. So all day, all night. I'll run it 20 hours straight. If it's cold outside, the truck's going to be running.
Look how high the water is.
I know, right? Beautiful scene. Beautiful sight.
You guys got a 2020? Who out there's got a new Super Duty? Who out there's got a Super Duty at all?
We should have went live.
You guys rocking one?
Maybe fucking tight.
We live.
Or flipping tight. I shouldn't swear. YouTube does not allow swearing.
We live.
Huge properties.
Mansion.
Beautiful Grosse Pointe. I was showing my family a video, and they were like trying to point out famous people's houses. They're like, "Where's Aretha Franklin? You know, where's her house?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know." They're like, "I don't know." You know, let people have their privacy.
This fucking stunk.
Man, I think you got the perfect trim. Not too much, not too little. No, you don't have a moonroof. Definitely not needed. You know, letting all that extra heat into the cab, to the glass. You got the perfect trim. A lot of classics out today.
A lot of cars.
Now, there's a classic for you. Oh, dude. Wow, this is so nice. What? See, this has got me thinking, like, man, do I really need a 450 when this is as nice as it is? It's like I want that 430 gear for plowing, because I love how a 430 feels when you're plowing snow, when you're like turning with that gear ratio. The four-wheel drive system is superior with a 430 gear just because of the turning. You know, the steering is less, it fights you less. If that makes any sense. If anyone who's had a solid axle four-wheel drive vehicle, you probably understand that when you're in four-wheel drive, the steering kind of fights you. But is it worth it, you know? Day-to-day 430 gear with a diesel engine. just the bearings. You got full floating rear end. You got much heavier bearings in the front. While they definitely they take bumps a little rougher, but honestly nowadays
That big boy stuff.
the way that the truck's set up now, I think they've isolated the bodies better. The tires are chunkier. I don't know. This drives, in my opinion, just as good as a half-ton. But if not, I mean, maybe even better than a half-ton, just because the bearings are so much bigger. Like, it's smoother. Especially on smooth pavement, it feels a lot smoother than a half-ton.
I love this truck. What are you guys thinking about the videos throughout the week? Not the Friday video, but the video randomly. Are you guys digging it so far?
Are those random? I thought they were already kind of timed.
Just the Friday ones. The other ones are just going to be random.
That's cool.
Any day, anytime.
Yeah.
Other than Friday.
Well, now
I mean,
you can
unless you
just-
guys want a double header on Friday, I mean, I could do that.
Well, now you can literally have an idea, and it can go from your phone to your channel right from your idea, and it doesn't have to go to the computer. You can shoot it. You can have a concept that you shoot, that you produce, that goes straight to the internet. Just one talking point.
Yeah. That would be fairly easy. That'd be sweet to go live. Do a live. Live.
Oh yeah, you could definitely do that too as well. Just a live. That's actually what we should have did today. We should have just went live.
We can't with this.
No, but we have to use the phone. But it doesn't look clear. It looks all choppy for whatever reason. The internet connection. Yeah, like I don't know. Being a guy that likes to just drive for no reason, maybe up and down Jefferson, whatever. This is one of the better driving vehicles. Probably the best driving vehicle I've ever really driven. Just from the quality of the ride. Engine, everything. Well, what gear? I'm in
I really
eighth
like
gear.
the 10-speed. The 10-speed is... I'm really liking the 10-speed.
Drop down to 7. The thing about the 430 is just driving around like this, I feel like I would be in like 9th gear. Go a little faster, maybe 45, 50, and I'm in 10th.
If I go 45, let's say I go 50, and I get it into 10th gear, I can lug it down to 45 and keep it in 10th gear and be at like almost right at 1,000 RPM, just cruising around town. So,
Wow,
I mean, that's
fuel savings.
yeah, that's pretty dang good.
Well, the 430, I guess, would do that too, right? It kind of falls apart on the highway.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's pretty much it. There's nothing really else to say. We better get back home to the girls.
Make sure to check the channel out every Friday and every week throughout the week. Make sure to hit that notification bell, like, sub, share.
All right, well, thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you guys in the next video.
See ya.
Over and out.